Again, if you are within earshot, we will be starting the sale here shortly. They wanted 12:30. We're on Portuguese time. It's 12:32, so that means we'll get started by 1 if we're on Portuguese time, but there you go. But we'll have fun doing it. How about that?
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to the 105th California Ram Sale. My name is Philip, best known. I'm the current president of the California Wool Growers. So I'm glad to see all these faces in the crowd. I have a few people to recognize. The Ram Sale Committee does all the work to get this thing going. Co-chairs Wes Patton and John Olagaray, and their crew of helpers. They're here in the alleyway. You got the Etchemendy crew, El Dorado crew, some other faces I don't know, but these are the ones that are going to be taking the Rams out and putting them back in and bringing them up here in the front for you to buy. A real special thanks to the lady that makes this all happen is our office manager, Susan Taylor. Give her a big round of applause for Susan, please. So we have a nice day today. Let's have a good sale for the buyers and the consigners, and we got a few more bucks than we had last year. Let's get these bucks to a good home and be on our way. Thanks again for coming. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Philip. And, one thing we always want to mention, 105 years of a continuous sale is quite a feat, and it's because of the generational theme that goes on here every year. But Wes Patton, I think, has been to at least 100 of them. Wes. Yeah, not 99 of them, but yeah, and he does a lot of work behind the scenes. And Wes, thank you. You've been here since the day I started at one of those familiar faces, and it is always sad for me to see some of the faces that don't come around year after year after year. I have been here over 30 years now. Shows you how young I was when I started this whole adventure. When Florence hired me back in, I think it was 92. She said I had to be your auctioneer for life. I'm glad I'm still here. So anyway, with that, we will move along in a hurry today, guys. If for some reason I miss your bid, feel free to holler at me. You guys are going to be the toughest side, but he's going to watch that side for me over there. If there's any questions throughout the sale, feel free to stop me and we'll answer them. If I can't answer them, if he can't answer them, somebody will be able to answer those questions. And with that, is there any questions before we start? Pardon? Okay. So at the north end of the barn is some porta potties. Now I did see the guy come in to service them, so that one was not recommended. That I tried that one. Yeah, don't go. Anyway. Okay, we will have some phone bidding today as well. And the one thing this has always been a good show. They've always done a good job. Doing ag in California continues and to grow challenges each and every year. But the pendulum is turning back in our favor, and I think we're going to be fine. It's just going to take a few more years than we need it to. So with that, lot number 1, is that what we're starting with? By God, we got Kurt and Carol Heipel from Weldona, Colorado, and they'll have 1 Suffolk. And here we go on our first buck of the day. Hanging $800 here in the minute, 800, 8.5. At $800 here in the minute, 50, $800 here in the minute, half here at 800. Now half. That is, well, 500. We're gonna let everybody go. Now half. Now 6. And now 600. 700 juice. 700 here. Now 750. $800 here. $850 all here in the minute half here, $900 here in the minute 9.5, with $950 all here in the minute $1,000, and now $1050 there in the minute 50 there in the minute 1050. You're out at $1,050 here in the minute 1050. My money at $1,000 here in the minute 50, $1,100, sir. $1,100 here, $1,150. You're out again. $1,150 all here in the minute 50 there now 12 at $1,200 here in the minute 12.5 at $1,250 all here in the minute half here in the minute now $1,300 at $1,300 here in the minute $1,250 all here in the minute $1,300 a half $1,300 here. 1250, sell it, 1250 your way. Where we at? Buyer 147, buyer 147, guys, and that's going to be Ed Lopez. Thank you, Ed. Lot number 2, when we get that one out of the ring, lot number 2 is going to be John Phillips, a longtime consignor as well, from Paul, Idaho, with one registered Suffolk Ram. Look at there, guys. You talk about one that's got a lot of heart. There he is, right in the ring. I had $100 here in the minute. Here, give $1,000 now half. At $10 now half here in the minute. $10.50 all here in the minute. There you get half. At $1,000 here in the minute. I got $700 bid now half. At $800 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. $850. At $800 here in the minute. Half here. $850. Wake up. At $850 all here in the minute. $900 here. $950. At $950. $1,000 to you, sir. Now 50. At $1,050 all here in the minute. $10.50. We go. At $1,000 here in the minute. $10.50 here. I'm 1,000 here. You are out there. You got to be 10.5. At $10.50 all here. 50 there. All in. All done. At $1,000 here. $10.50. I have sold it to you, sir, for $1,000. Buyer number 167. 167. Sold it to you, sir, for $1,000. Buyer number 167. 167. Corey Withers. Lot number 3, Blair and Gina Sumi from Lincoln, California. And they'll bring one to town. Look at there now. There's one that's ready to go to work. Here we are. I had $700 here in the minute. 700 now half. That's $700 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 750 goes on. And now $800 here. $800 here in the minute. There you get 800. That's $750 all here in the minute. $800 here in the minute. There you get 800. We are. That's $750 all here in the minute. I'm down 750 up top. At $800 here in the minute. There you get 8 here in the minute. 800. Anybody? That's 8 now 8.5, sir. Now 9. And now 9.5 here in the minute. 950 here in the minute. There $1,000, Freddie. At $1,000 here in the minute. 950 all here in the minute. $1,000. At $1,000 here in the minute. $50 here in the minute. $1,000. Anybody else I have? At $1,000 here I have. West 950, buyer 190, buyer 190. And that is going to be Jack Macera. Jack Macera gets that ram. Lot number 4, Jim Newmiller from Harrodsburg, California. He's coming in with one Suffolk. And again, guys, look at there. At 700, now half. That's 750 all here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 750 goes on. That's 750 all here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 750. We are. That's $700 here in the minute. 50. Now 800. And now $800 here in the minute. 750 all here at 800. And where? At $800 here. 800 new money. Now half. At 850. Now 9 here in the minute. 950 all here. 950. Is that a yes? And now $1,000. And now 1050, sir. At $1,000 here in the minute. 1050 all here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 1050. Anybody else? At $1,000 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 1050. I have $1,000 on the corner, and it's buyer 165 at $1,000, and that's Joel Shepard. Yes, it is. Lot 5, here comes Joseph Olson, Spanish Fork, Utah. There we go. You're going to love him. 1,000 go on. 1,100. 1,011 here in the minute. 1,100 here in the minute. $1,200 here in the minute. 12. That's 12. That's $1,200 here in the minute. 50. Now $1,300 here in the minute. 13. Half. That 1350's all here in the minute. Here in the minute. 1,400. Anybody? At 14 and a half here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 1,450. What are you going to do? At $1,500 here. 15. No, did not get in. At $1,500 here in the minute. 14 and a half here in the minute. 1,500. Says you. At $1,500 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 1,500. Anybody else? At 14 and a half, 15. You guys said we didn't have wind this year. You lied. At $1,500 here, $1,500 here, 14 and a half, 15. Last call. $1,500 here. I have sold it your way. 14 and a half, and that's buyer 159 now. 159. Next lot. Lot 6. Chase Carson from Spanish Fork, Utah. Here comes Chase. And Hammond $1 here, and then here, $1,000. Go on. At $1,000, $1,000. Thank you. Now 10 and a half. At $1,000, 10 and a half. 11. You got to be 11. You got to be 11 and a half. You got to be 12. At 12 and a half here, and then 13 and a half here, and then half here. 14. At 14 and a half here, and then half, and then half here, and then go. At $1,400 here, and then half. Anybody else? I got 14 there. Half. 15. New money. And now half here, and then half here, and then half. 15 and a half. Now 1,600, sir. And now half here, and then half here. 16 and a half. That's $1,700 here. Half here. That's 1750s all here. Half 18. At $1,800 here. 18 and a half. At 18 and a half here. 1,900. At $1,900 deal there. 1,900. 18 and a half. 19 where? At 19 and a half. At 19 and a half here. 50s all here. Half here. And now $2,000. At $2,000 here. Now 50, and now 2050, and now $2,100, sir. At $2,100, one. That's $2,100 here. One here now, and 1.5. At 21, he's weakening, and now 2,200, and now 20. You said no 3 times and come back in. You have no credibility. $2,200 here. $2,200 here. Are you sure this time? 21.5 here. 2,200. They won the best Suffolk consignment with this ram. You got to be 2,200. I have sold it 2,150, sir. You're the winner. Buyer 139. 139. Robert Irwin. All right. So now we're going to bring in lot 7. Is that Mike Mann? Coming out of New Kuyama. They build the toughest sheep in the world right there in New Kuyama. There you go. We're going to have a Rambouillet now. Here we go. And having another here to go. And having another here, 800, 8.5. That ain't you. Now have here, have and go. That 8.5. Now 9 here, 9.5 here, 9.5 and 1,000. That a 1050 here. 50 there, and then 10.5. What are you gonna do? I got 1,000 here, 1050 where? 1050's all here, 50 there. My man's in now. My man's in. At $1,000 here. 50's all here, and then 50 there, and 50. What are you gonna do? You're out, sir. You are. I've got 1,000 here. You got to be 10.5. At 1050's all here, and then half here, and then 50. Get him in. At $1,000 here, and then 1050's. I have. Sir, you're the winner for $1,000 right here. And your number, sir? Buyer 195. Buyer 195. Brooke Muscat. I think that might be the first one I've sold you. I usually remember a face, if not a name. The older I get, it's getting worse, though. I used to be young. Lot 8, John Phillips from Paul, Idaho. So did you, John. We all used to be a lot younger, didn't we? Here we go. One registered Suffolk, guys. Look at there, and a good one he is. 1,100, now half. 1,100 here, and then half here. 1,150. $1,100 here, and then half here. 1,100 here, and then half. Now 12. That's $1,200 here, and then 12 here, and then 12 here, 11 and a half, and 12. That's $1,200 here, and then 12 here, and then 12 here, 11 and a half. 11 and a half. That's 12 here, and then 12 here, and then 12. Get in. Here we go. That's $1,200 here, and then 12 here, 12 here, 11 and a half. There we get 1,200. All done. 1,150's all 1,200 on last call. I got money down. That's $1,200 here, 11 and a half here, $1,200 here, $1,200 I have. Sold 11 and a half right over here, and that's buyer 167, our first repeat buy of the day. Going to Corey Withers. All right, we're going to get into our first round, guys, with our white face Rams, guys. They'll be coming in. We'll let John get his ram out of here, guys. Well, John, you're coming right back in with 2 white face. There you go. First shot, hanging, having it here. Somebody give $1,000. At $1,000 here in a minute, $1,000. At $1,000 here in a minute, $1,000. Where? I got 700. Now half. That's 7.5 here now. Half here in a minute, half here in a minute, half. 800. And now $800 here in a minute, 750 all. 800 where? At 802, 8.5. At 800.5 here in a minute. Anybody at $800 here in a minute and a half here at 850. Where do you go? At $800 here in a minute and a half here at 850. I got 8 here. You're out up there. You got to be 8.5, sir. At 850 all here in a minute and a half here in a minute and a half. Hold on. At $800 here in a minute and a half here. On these $2, $850 at $800 here in a minute and a half here at 850. We are at $800 here. 50 there going to the bank. Won't be back. $800 here in a minute. 850 last call. Sold them right in front of me. $800. What's your number there today? 166. Buyer 166, and that's Joel Shepard. No, that's Pete Swanson. Pete Swanson. I know about that. I know the name, and I've just got Pete Swanson. Mike Mann. He's coming in with one out of Kuyama now. There you are. 800, 8.5. At $800 here in a minute and a half. At $800 here in a minute and a half here at 850. At $800 here in a minute and a half here now 9. At now 9 here in a minute and 9. 850 all here in a minute 900 and where? At $900 here at 8.5 here in a minute and 9 here in a minute and 9 minute and 9 850 900. At $900 here in a minute. 9 here in the minute, 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 900, 8.5, 900, where? At $900 here, 850's all here in the minute, $900 I have, 850's all here, 900 I have. Sold him 850, buyer 108, 850, buyer 108. Baki Sheep Company, I know that kid. Got to get his brother elected here pretty quick. Moving on to lot number 11 is going to be Russell Rossiter from Marysville, California. And away we go. A Target Cross, he'll be a Target Cross. There you go. I had $100 here in the minute here, 750, 800. At $800 here in the minute, 750 all here in the minute, 800. Now half, and now 9. Now 9 here in the minute, 9.5 here in the minute, $950,000. At 1050 here in the minute, 1050. We are at $1,000 here in the minute, 1050 all here in the minute, $1,000. Now 50. At 1050 all here in the minute. 50 there, 1050 all done. At 1050 all here in the minute, 1050 all now, 1050 I have. Sold him $1,000. Same way, 108, the Baki family. Welcome Jim Stavros from Fairview, Utah with his first offering of the day. There's going to be 3 of these white-faced rams, guys, and there you are. Ready to go to work. They're young with a lot of growth, guys. There you are. I ain't having another here in the minute, 600. Now half. That's 850 all here now. 7 here in the minute, 700 here. 750. That's 750 all here in the minute. You're in at 7. Got to be half. That's 750 all here in the minute. 50 there in the minute. 750. That's 7 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 750. Anybody else? That's 700 here in the minute. Half here in the minute. 750. We go. That's 700 here in the minute. Half here. 750. Anybody else? At 750 I have. Sold 700, buyer 106, 700, buyer 106. That's the Aruba boys. Abaruba boys. Arbarua. Yeah. I'd have to start drinking to say some of these names, right? No. Now, come 5 o'clock today, you can stick a syringe in me and get alcohol back, but not at this point. Okay, Cola Steel from Winnemucca, Nevada, guys. And boy, perennially, these Nevada bucks come in ready to go to work, guys. And here we go. Cola Steel. Look at here, guys. There you go. And go, hanging, having another here in a minute, here, 1,011, at $1,000 here, 1100 and where? At $1,000 here, 1100 here, 1100 and go. At $1,000 here, 1100 here, 1100. We are at $1,000 here, here. We got 800. I'm going to take it now. Half at 850. Now 9 here. 950. That 950 is all here. You got to be 9.5, sir. Now $1,000. That 950 is all. Here's the bargain of the day. $1,000. At $1,000 here. 950. $1,000. Anybody else? That 950 is all here. $1,000 all here. 950. Give $1,000. At $1,000 here. 950 is all here. $1,000 high. $1,000 high. Sold him 950, and that's going to go to buyer 131. Buyer 131. Pitt family from Grantsville, Utah. Here we go, man. They're Colombian Marine 22 micron. There you go, guys. Give $700 on them. That's $7 here and half. That's $700 here and half. Here. 750. Where? That's $700 here and half. Here and 750 all here and 750. That's $700 here and 50 there. Now 8. And now $800 here. 8 here. Excuse me, 800. That's 750 all here and then 800. We are. That's 750 all here and 750. 800. Last call. That's $800 here. 850. No, Freddie, you didn't get them. 850. 850's all. He did it to you. Now 9. And now 9 here. 9 here. 950. He said, take that. At 950's all here. 9.5. At 950's all done. Here. 950's here. 9.5. I have. Sold him $900. Buyer 168. 168 now going to be the buyer. It's Erie Art, I think. We don't have it up here. But... All right, back is John Phillips. Tardy Rams. Both twins and 20 micron. There you are. $1,000. At $1,000 here, and then they're going to get $1,000. At $1,000 here, and then $1,000. Where? At $1,000 here, and then they're going to give us $850. We'll just go. Now 9. And now $900 here. Now $950. $900 here, and then $950. I got 9 up top. You got to be the half. At $950 all here, and then half here. $1,000. At $1,050 all here, and then $850. What are you going to do? I'm up top now. $1,050. At $850 all here. $850 where? At $1,000 here, $850 all in, all done. At $1,000 here, $850 all here, $850. Anybody else? At $1,000 here, $850. I have. Up top, you're the buyer for $1,000. That's buyer 193. Buyer 193. The Legacy Ranch. Lot 16. Mike Mann from New Kuyama. He got lost. Well, he's from Kuyama. That's an easy place to get lost. They might not even come looking for you to get lost in New Kuyama. No, he's coming fast enough. He just saved you guys a bad joke. But here he comes. Here we are, guys. Here we are. And there's Mike Mann, guys, coming from New Kuyama. They ran him all the way here from New Kuyama, and he's still in really good shape. There you are. I ain't having $100 here in a minute. $800 now half. That $800 here in a minute. Half. That $800 here in a minute. Half here at $850. That $800 here in a half here. That'd be there at $800 now half. That $800 here in a minute. Half here at $850, guys. Look at there. $850's all good, hearty buck right there, guys. $850. Well, I'll take $750. There you go. Now $800. And now $800 here. That's $750's all. You got to be 8 down below. That $800 here. Here, $750. $800. Here we go. That's $750. Now $800 here. I have. Ready, that's you. $750. Snuck right in there. 141. Lot 17, Russell Rossiter from Marysville, California, with 2 whiteface range bucks. There you go. Look at there, guys. Once again, I ain't having $1 here, and then here, 600, now half. That's $100 here, and then 650. That's 600 Jew, now half here, and then 650. We go. That's 650 all here, and then half here, and then 650. Anybody? That's $100 here, and then half here, and then 650. We go. I do have 600 on the go. 650 where? Going to the bank. That's $100 here, and then 50 there, and then 650. Anybody else? That's $100 here, and then half here. Last call here, and then half. And $600, buyer 141. Freddie, you are the winner. $600. Lot 18, Jim Stavros. 3 white-faced range rams. Jim Stavros coming out of Utah with his bucks. You're getting 3 of them. They are young and they are growthy. There they are. I ain't having $1 here, and then you can hear 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here. You are 6. Half. That's taking $1.5 here, and then taking $1.50. We go. That's taking $1 here. Else. That's $100 here, and then 50 there, and then half. Now 7, and now 750 there, and then 750 to you. That's 750. Your turn. Here, and then 750. Anybody else? That's $700 here, and then half here, and then 50 there, and then 750. I go. That's $700 here, now 50. I have. You bid 50 down there. I have. Where you at? I still don't see. Oh, there, Martine. Now 800, 850. 850, Martine. You are out. 850. 850 is all. Now 9. That $900 here, and then 9 here, and then 9 here, and then 9 here, and then 9 here, and then 9. 850. Martine Echaminde. What's your number today, Martine? 133. Buyer 133. It's right in front of us. All right. Cola Steel, Winnemucca, Nevada. 2 up. There we go. Here they're coming out of Winnemucca, guys. Again, you take these bucks anywhere in the United States, and they're going to go to work, guys. They're going to be a hardy, tough set of bucks right there coming out of Winnemucca, guys. Here we are. $1,000. Now half. At $1,050 all. At $1,000 here, and then 150. We go. At $1,000 here, and 50 there. Now 50 got 800. Now half. At 850 all here. 9 here, and then 900. 900. At $900 here, and then 9. Now 50. At $900 here, and then 950. Anybody else? At $900 here, and then 950 all here. 950 going to the bank. At 950 here, and then 950 here, and then 950 all in, all done. At $900 here, 950 all done here, and then $950 I have. Buyer 131 at 900. Buyer 131 at 900. All right, lot 20 is going to be the Pitt family out of Grantsville, Utah, guys. 22 microns on this buck. 22 microns, guys. Both bucks. There you go. I ain't having $1 here, and then here, 700. Now half. That's $700 here, and then 50 there, and then 750. That's $700 here. 750. Anybody? That's $700 here, and then half here, and then 750 all here, and then 700. We'll get 550. Let's go. Now you're 550, 600, and now $600 here, and then 600 and done. At 600. Now half. That's 650. Now 700, sir, and now 750 all here, and then 700. Is that a yes? I think it is. And now 800, and now 850 all here. And thanks for the help. $800 here, and then 50 there, and $800 here, and then 850. All done. At $800 here, and then half here, 850 all I have. 168 again, 800. Buyer 168 at 800. He likes the same ones you do, Freddie. He bids against you every time. There we go. John Phillips from Paul, Idaho. He's going to bring one of them now. He's going to bring one. And there you go. Okay, he's a Targhee Ram, 18 micron, and he is a triplet. So there you go. I ain't having $1 here, and then here, 900. Now half. That $900 here, and then even 900. Now half. That $900 here, and then half here, and then 900 and a half. That $900. 950 all here, and then 1,000. You almost owned him. At $1,000 here, and then 50 all here, and then $1,000. Somebody at $1,000 here, and then 950 all. Here I am, $1,000 going to the bank. At $1,000 here, and then 950 all here, and then $1,000 I have. Buyer 104 950. Buyer 104 950. Come along, Mike Mann again from New Kuyama, lot 22. If you're following along, and it's going to be two white-faced bucks. Away we go. 750, 800. That's $750 all here, and then $800 here, and then $750, 800. That $800 here, and then $750 here, and then 800, 800. That's $750 all here, and then 800. We go. That $800 here, and then $750 all here, and then 800, 800. Come along. That's $750 all here, and then 8 here, 750 at 8. At $800 here, and then get 800. 650. Now 650 bid. You got to be 750. Hey, wish I'd have thought of this. 800. 850. 850's all. You guys like the same ones for sure. 850. $800. You just don't like each other. That's what it is. 850. Yeah, okay. 850. 850's all here, and then $800 here, and then I thought it was only Dutch guys I sold to that liked them cheap. 850. And 850's all here, and then 850's all here, and then get 850. I have. Buyer 168 once again for 800. Ola Steel coming in from Winnemucca when we get to it. All right, here we go. 3 of them now. You're going to get 3 of them. And having another here, 750, 800. That's 750's all. 800 where? At 800. Thank you. Now half. At $800 here, and then 50 there at 800. Now half. At $800 here, and then 50 there at 800. Now half. At $800 here, and then half here at 850. At $800 here, and then 50 there at 850. We are at $800 here, and then half there. Get them on in. At $800 here, and then 50 there at 800. Now half. At $800 here, and then 50 there at 850. Anybody else at $800 here, and then half here, 850's all here, and then they can have here at 850. I go at $800. Ask call now. $850 here, and then they get 850. I have sold them. $800. Buyer 110. That'll be buyer 110 at 800. 22 micron on the next ones, guys, coming from the Pitt family from Grantsville, Utah. You're getting a pair of 22 microns. There you are. And having another here, and then 700. Now half. That's $700 here, and then 750's all here, and then 750. That's $700 here, and then half here, and then 750. Gonna go. That's $700 here, and then half here, 750. That's 750's all here, and then I give 650. We'll go. Thank you. 75. 650. 75. That's 850's all here, and then 75 there, and then 50 there, and then 75. I have 650's all here, and then 75. I have. Freddie, buyer 141, 650. That BU 650. All right, here comes John Phillips now. He will be out of Paul, Idaho with 2 bucks right there, 2 white-faced bucks, guys. There you go. And they are young, and you talk about some that are ready to get up and grow so fast their feet will come off the ground. There they are. Yep. Okay, they're 19 and a 21 micron. They are both twins. There you go, guys. Here we are. I would have another here, and then the 750s. 800. That's 750s all. 800 where? At $800 here, and then 750. Give 8. At $800 here, and then 8 here, and then 750s all here. Coming out of Nevada or Idaho, guys. These bucks are ready to go anywhere in the world and survive. $800 here. That's 750. You bid 8, sir. At $800 here, and then 750s all. 800 where? At $800 here, and then 750s all here, and then 800. We go. At $800 here, 750. Going to the bank. 800 at $800 here, $800 here, 750's all here. $800 I have. $800 here, 750. 800 I have. Sold them. Buyer 110. 750. Buyer 110. Acticola Steel coming out of Winnemucca, Nevada. Again, guys, you talk about some bucks that are raised to go anywhere, raised in some tough country there in Winnemucca. Probably had a heck of a winter, but look at them, guys. They just grew right through it. And they're going to go on anywhere you take them and go to work. So there you are. 750, 800. That's 750s all here to 800. Where? 750s all here to 750, 800. At $800 here to 750s all here at 800. Go on. At 800 bid. Now half. At $800 here to half here at 800. Now half. At $800 here to 50 there at 800. Now half. Going to the bank. At $800 here to half here to 850. Do we go? At $800 here to half. Here at 850, anybody 850, oh, just in time. Now 9, and now $900 here at 850's all here to the 9, here to the get 9 at 850, get 9 here to the 9 here $900 I have 850's all $900 I have 141, Freddie, that be you. 850, 850. Pitt family once again from Grantville, Utah, guys. Again, these bucks will be carrying 22 micron. You got 2 of them in there, guys. There you go. Coming out of Utah now with these bucks, guys, and there you are. I had $700 here and then 700. Now half. That's $700 here and then 50 there and then 750. That's $700 here and then half here and then 750. We go. That's $700 here and then half here and then 750. We are. That's 700. I got 600. We'll take. Now half. That's $800 issue. Now half. That's 850's all here and then half here and then 50. 700. That's 7 there and then 777 here and then you're out now, Freddie. I got 650 there. 700 to you. 700 here. And then 750, and now 750, now 750's all here, and now 800, and now $800 here, 750, 800, all done. That's 750's all here, $800 all here, and then get $800 I have. 750, Galbert, that's going to be you, buyer 122. Galbert McFerrin, if I remember right. The last white face for now is coming in, guys, from John Phillips. There you go. Yeah, and there, this is your last chance right here. Here, you get one of these good bucks coming out of Idaho. 20 micron twin, and there he is. I had $100 here, and then here, $1,000 on the last chance. At $1,000 here, and then got 800. Now half. At 850's all here, and then the 9. At 850's all here, and then 9 here, 850, 900 where? At $900 here, and then 850's all here, and then $900. Here we go. At 850, 900. We are. At 850's all here, and then 900, 850, 900. I have. Oh, no, I think he's just talking with his hands. He almost bought one, though. At $900 here, 850's all here. That's all right. He still got his money. We still got the buck. At $900 here we go. That's at 900. 850, buyer 131. Buyer 131. Why we don't have live auctions in Portugal. Everybody talks with their hands. We'd never get anything done. All right, we're getting into the suffix now. We're going to sell you the suffix, gang. Lot 30 is on your suffix. You're going to get 5 of them, guys. These are, again, from John Phillips out of Idaho, guys. I just, year after year, you just see these bucks, guys. Even I don't know a lot about sheep like you guys do, and you can tell these are the right kind, guys. You just don't have to know a lot to know that. So there you go. Somebody give $1,000 on the first set. $1,000 here, I'm a hard way. 700, now half, and now half here, now 800, and now $800 here, and then 800 half. At 80's all here, and then 850. At 850's all here, and then half here, and then 850. Now 9. At $900 here, and then $900 here. 850 down, $900 here, and then 850, 900. That $900 here, and then 9 here, and then 900. Anybody else? 950. At 950. Now you got to be $1,000 at 1,000. Thank you. Now 50 at $1,000 here, and then 50. What are we going to do? At $1,000 here, and then 50's all here, and half here, and then 50. All in, all done. My money's there. 1,050's all here, and then 50. I have sold him. Talbert, you get him $1,000. Fire 122. Buyer 122. 31, Kurt and Carol Heifel from Weldona, Colorado. We're going to bring 5 suffix into the ring. Oh, look at the length and the height, guys, right there. They'll take everything they got, guys. There you are. I had $100 here, and then here, 700. Now half. That's $700 here, and then half here, 7, now half. That's $750 all here, half here, half. That's $700 here, half. We got $700 on the go. 800 where? That's 700 and a half here, 750's all done. And now 800, sir. And now 8.5 here, 850's all here, $900 here, 9 and 9. That 75, hadn't thought. Now 9. At $900 here, 9, at 9 quarter, at 9 and a quarter, all here, over there, half. At 950's all here, 25, at 950, your man's out. At 950 there, 50 there, 50 there, 25, 50's all in, all done. At 925, 50's all here, 50, I have. Ready, 9 and a quarter, buyer 141, 9 and a quarter, buyer 141. Next lot's going to be Joseph Olson now. He's bringing one to town, and he's bringing him from Spanish Fork, Utah. One, again, look at there, guys. Again, go to work anywhere in the United States. There you are. I ain't having $1,000. You're only buying one. Now half. That's $1050's all here. $1050. At $1,000 here. $1050's all done here. There to get on 50. At $1050's all here. $50 there. $50's all here. Well, 800. Now half. At 50. Now 9. Here. 9 got 9. Now 9. Now half. At $950's all here. $950. What are you gonna do? At $900 here, 50. Now $1,000. At $1,000 here, $950's all. 1,000 where? At $1,000 here, $950. Going to the bank now. $1,000. You're in. Everybody else is out. At $1,000 here. $950's all here. $1,000 I at $1,000 I have here. $1,000 I have. Sold them $950. That's going to be buyer 159. Buyer 159. Jim Newmiller from Harrodsburg, California. Lot 33, and he's bringing two suffix with him. Here to go, 600, now half. That's taking another here, and then you, 7. Let's say you got to be 700 already. That's 7.5 here, and then at 800. At 800 and a half, here, and then 8 and a half, 8 and a quarter, 8 and a half. At 850's all here, and then 75 there, and then 875. Now 9. At $900 here, 9 new money, now quarter. At 9.5, 950, you're out way back there. 950, 75. At 975 there, $1,000. At 1,000 now, quarter there, and then half here, 1050. At 1050's all here, 75 there, 75, 1075. At 1,075 to you, 1,100. 1,100 here, 1,100. At 1075, 1,100. Anybody else? 1,100 here, 1075 there, 1,100 here, 1,100 I have. On the corner, 1075. Oh, and that's buyer 127. No. You get that number. Okay. Right, everything. Lot 34 coming in the ring is Mike Cox from Fairview, Utah. He's bringing 4 suffix with him. Mike Cox. And away we go. And how many here to go? And 600. Now half. That's taking another here, and then taking it in 50. That's taking another here, and then half here, and then taking it in 50. That's taking another here, and then half this all here, and then taking it in 50. What are you gonna do? That's taking another here, and then 50 there, and then taking it in 50. Somebody. That's taking another here. Now 7, and now 7. You're not in. Now 7. You did not get in. I got 650 here. 700 to you. $700 here, and then 700. Here we go. That's taking it in 50s all here, and then $700 here, and then 700. Anybody else? My money is here, so you guys know. 650, 700. That's $700 here, and then 700 here, and then taking it in 50, 700. I have. Ready. 650. Buyer 141. Buyer 141. Jim Stavros from Fairview, Utah now. Jim Stavros, 3 of them now. He'll have 3. And go there, and then here, 600. Now, let's take it in 50s all here, and then it be there. That's you. Now 7. And now $7 here, and then take it in 50s all here, and then 700. That's $7 here, and then take it in 50 there, and then you bid 700. So that's 7. You're not in. 700. Say 7, 7.5. That's 7.5 here, and then a quarter half. That's 750. You did not get it in. 750 to you. That's 750 all. 25 there, and then 50 there, and then 25, 50. That's 50. He did. 775. You almost owned him. That's 750s all here, and then 75. What are you going to do? That's 775 there, and then 50 there, and then 75. Gonna go. That's 750s all here, and then 75, 75, 7. Oh, new money, new money, new money. 800. You came this close. $800. $800 here. 775. $800 here, and then $800 here, and then $800. I have right down here. 775. This young lady. Buyer 172. Thank you, ma'am. Stephanie. That's the safest bet, isn't it? Yeah. When you didn't want to try it, I'm not going to try it. Once the water's over your head, it's all deep, right? Okay, lot 36, David Hansen from Fairview, Utah. 4 of them now. And away we go. I had how many dollars here in a minute? There, 600. I like them. 600 and a half. That's 600 and a half. Now 7. You're out already. 700. 75. 7. That's 7 and a quarter here in a minute. Quarter down. Quarter half. That's 750. 75 there in a minute. $800 here in the 800. That quarter. That 850 here in a minute. Quarters all. Quarters all. That $800 here. Go there, 800. That quarter half. That 850's all. 75 T. 875 9 here in the minute. 9 quarter. That 9 quarters all here in the minute. Quarter half. That 950's all here in the minute. 50 there in the minute. 50 there in the minute. 975. That 975. $1,000. $1,000 here in the minute. $1,000. What are you gonna do? He does. And a quarter there in the minute. Quarters all here in the minute. Quarter. That quarter. At $1,000 now. Quarter here in the minute. Go there, and then go there, and then go to the bank. I won't be back. 10 and a quarter, yes or no? And a quarter's all here. I'm up top. $1,000. Here I go. $1,000 up top. Buyer 183 at $1,000. Buyer 183. Shannon Ranches now going to be the Shannon Ranch. Lot 37 coming to you now. Lot 37 is 5 of them from Brian Olson now. They are out of Spanish Fork, Utah. And away we go. There you are here in the middle. 600, now half. That's taking it in 50s all here, and then taking it over here, and then half here, and then half here, 50. That's 600 on the go. Now half here, and then half. That's $600 here, and then 50. Now 700. That's $700 here, and then 7.5. That's 7.5 here, quarter, half. I never thought of that. 7 1/4, 7.5 here, and then a quarter. Now half. That's 750, 775. And now so you almost owned them. That's 750s all here, and then 75. That's 750s all here, and then 75 there, and then 50 there, and then 75 done. That's 750s all. 70, oh, down 75. You almost went in. 775, 750 there, and then 75, 775. I have 750, and that's going to be buyer 110. Buyer 110. Lot now coming up. Lot 38, Raul Carson from Salem, Utah. Here we go, and here's Raw, and having another here, 500, now 6, that $500 here, now half, that 5.5 here, 600 here, and then half here, and then $700 here, that's 700, 75, 7, that's 7 quarter there, and then quarters all 7.5, that's 750, 75 there, and then 75, 775, that 50 there, and then 75, how about you? 750 there, and then 75, bunnies there, 50 there, and then 75, and then you bid 75, 800, 800 a quarter, 800 a quarters all here, and then quarter, that quarter, 800 a quarters all here, and then quarter there. Or anybody else, 8 quarter half, 850s all here, 75, 875. Stephanie's out, 875 there, 75, 850, 75. You want to bid 875? Now 900, and now $900 here, and $900 here, 900. Is that a yes, John? 9 1/4. 9 1/4, Stephanie's out. 900 and quarters all here, and then 900 now quarter there, and then 900 now quarters all here, and then 900 quarter. I have. You get them $900. What's the number today? 102. 102. John Ambring. One of the names I can actually say. Lot 39 will be your next choice, and it's going to be Chase Carson out of Spanish Fork, Utah. Lot 39, if you are following along. Here we go. Getting 5 of them. There you are. I'm gonna let's just let it go on. 500, 5.5. That 500 half here, 600 and a half, 700, 7.5, 7.5 half, quarter half. Hadn't thought. That's 7.5 here. You're out behind him. 7.5 here. Yours all here. 50 now 50 there. 750's all here. 75, 775, 800 you. That $800 here. He did it to you. $800 here. 800 quarter, and now quarter half. At 850's all here, 25. Now 50, 825 there, 50's all here. I got Freddie and this is your Suffolk Award winner right here. 850. I got 8.25 there. 850. Anybody else? Oh, 875. $900, ma'am. At $900 here, $900 a piece. 875. $900 here, 909. 875 there, $900 I have. You bid 9? She did. No, you didn't get them. 9.25. I got the young lady in the lead. That young lady right down there. You got to be 9.25. 950. 950. 950 says no. Are you sure? 950 I have. Freddie's in. Sold it. 9.25. Buyer 141. 9.25. Buyer 141. Lot 40, Joel Shepard. Maroney, Utah. Here to go, ahead, go there, 600, now half, that's 600 you, now half, here, 650, you've been 50, 750, that's 750, 800 here, 800 here, 50, 859 here, 950, and now $1,000, and now $1,000 here, 950's all here, 1,000 where, and $1,000 here, 950's all here, 1,000, anybody, that 950's all here, $1,000 going to the bank, that 950's here, $1,000 I have. He did. Now half. John, you almost owned him. 1,050. 1,050. At $1,000 here. 50's all here. 50 I have. Buyer 104 at 1,000. Buyer 104 at 1,000. Hey, you didn't know when you had lunch with me that I was going to be working, did you? You didn't know I was a lead singer, did you? Okay, we're going to go to lot 41, Corey Withers out of Delta, Utah. So this is going to be your best overall consignment right here from Corey Withers. Best overall consignment. There you are. Let's just start it at 700. Everybody play the game. 7 half. That's $700 here and then a half here. That's $750 all here and then half and go. That's $700 here and then half here and then 50. There we are. That's $700 here and then half here and then 750. All in, all done. That's $700 here and then half here and then excuse me, 750. Now, nope, you got to be 800, Calvert. I got the 800, 850, ma'am. 850, now 900, and now $900 here. Thanks for the help. At $900 here, and 850's all here, and then 900. Anybody else? At $900 here, and 850's all here, and then 900. Anybody else? 850's all here, and then 900 here. Anybody else? I'm going. 850's all $900. I have 875, ma'am. You got to be 900. 900. One more time. 900. Corey, 900 now quarter. Are you sure? 9.25 all here, and then 9.25. I have sold at $900. That's going to go to Stephanie down in the front row. Thank you, ma'am. 900. Okay, lot 42. We're going to look at Blair and Gina Sumi. They're from Lincoln, California, right up there near Sacramento, just east, guys. There you go. They've got 3 Suffolk Range Rams, guys. There we go. Here's Blair and Gina Sumi now. There they are. 500, 5.5 here, and then $500 here, and then $5.5. That's 600 here, and then 5.5 here, and then $600 do you? At 550, 600 where? That's $600 here, and then here, get them in, I'm going. At 550, 600 here, now $600 here, and then 550, 600. That's $600 here, Ben Martin. Attaboy, 6.5, 700, sir. That's 750, 800, sir. At $800 here, 750s, all 800. At $800 here, 800 he did, 8.5. At 850, now 900, sir. At 900, he said no twice. Come on, bud. At $900 here, I have. Sold him 850, Freddie. You get him 850. Buyer 141. Lot 44 coming in the ring, Matt Olson. He's going to bring 4 of them with him now. He's coming from Spanish Fork as well. Look at here, guys. Look at here. Look at here. 600. Now half. That's taking another here, and then taking it in 50s all here, and then 50. And now 700. And now 700 here, and then taking it in 50s all here, and then 700 and where? That's 700 here to get them on in. That's 700 here, and then taking it in 50s all here, and then 700. We go. That's 700 here. Taking a $50 bill here. 700 he does. Now 50. And now 750 all. That's 700 here. I'm right here down in the corner. 750 you're all out. Everybody else is out. 750 all here. 750. Anybody else? That's 700 here. 50 there. 50 there. Oh, 7 1/4. 750, sir. 775. 775. 775. What are you going to do? $800, sir. $800 here. $800 here. 800 new money. Now quarter. At 800 a quarter. Now a quarter. Why are you acting like you're mad at them? You're the one that came in late last time. 800 a quarter. 800 a quarter is all here. And a quarter there. At 800 a quarter. At $800 here. And a quarter there. At a quarter. A half. Now half. And now 850. And now 850. 825 there. Are you sure? 850 is all here. 2550. A half. 141. Be Freddy. 8 1/4. You get them. Lot 45, Brady Olson now. Brady Olson from Santa Quinn, Utah. Oh, man. Again, I got to like these green set of bucks right here in the ring, guys. There you go. And having another hit. I'm just go. 600. Now half. Let's take another hit. And then taking it in 50. Let's take another hit. And now $700 do ya? That's $700 here, and then taking it in 50s all here, and then $700 in where? That's 70 did. Now half. That's $700. Say 50, 800, and now $800 here, and then 8 here, and then 750, 800 where? At $800 here, you're out, and now Martine, you are out. $800. I got his man in the lead. 850, and now 900, sir. And now $900 here, and then 850, 900, and $900 here, and then 900, 850, 900, and $900 here, and then 850 all here, and then $900 here. I have. John, you get him 850 buyer, and that's 102. Buyer 102. Reed Shepard from Maroney, Utah now. Reed Shepard from Maroney, Utah. 2 of them. And away we go there. 600. Now half. That's taking another here. And then half. And then 50 here. And then here we go. 700 then. That's $700 here. And then 700 to you. Now half. That's 750. Now 800. 75. And now 800. That quarter. At 800 a quarter. You're both out, gentlemen. 8 quarter. 800 a quarter is all here. And then a quarter there. 800 a quarter. How about you? At $800 here. And then a quarter there. At 800. That quarter. At 8 now. Quarter going to the bank. 800. Gentlemen, you're both out. My money's here. 800. That quarter's all here. And then a quarter there. There, 800. That quarter. That $800 here. Go here. Last call. 825. I have. Martine, you get him. $800. Martine Etchemendy. What's your number? I'm sorry. 133. Buyer 133. Next lot. Going to be lot 47. Lane Shepard from Genola, Utah. Here we go. 4 of them now. You're going to get 4 of them. I ain't having it on here, and then 600. Half. Let's take it in 50s all here, and then 50 there, and then get on 50. And now 50 to you. Now 700. Now 700. And then get on 50. That's 750. 7 1/4. 7 1/4. I'm going to remember you in my will. Quarter. Half. That's 750s all here, and then 75 there, and then 775. And now 75 to you. 775 there. 800. That $800 here, and then 800. You bid 8. 800 down here, quarter, 800 a quarter just in time. Now you're both out. I'm in the front row. 800 a quarter, 800 a quarter is all here. Quarter there, 800 quarter half at 850, sir. 825 there, and then 50's all here. 25 and then 50. You're out. 825 there, and then 850's all. Sell him, Freddie. 8 1/4. Buyer 141. 141. Lot 48. Cola Steel from Winnemucca, Nevada. And go there, and then there. I'm just going to go, guys. 600. Now half. That's 600 you. Now half here, and then taking it in 50. Not 6 half, 7. That's $700 here, and then taking it in 50s all here, and then 700 in where? That's taking it in 50s all 750. That's 750. Here to the 50s all here to the 750. Anybody else? That's over here 50, 800. At $800 here to the get 800. We are. That's over the 50s all here to the 8 here to the get 800, 850. At $800 here to the 50 there at 800. Now how? At $800 here, what are you gonna do, man? 850. At 800 here 59. And now 9 here to the 9 here to the 9 here to the 9 850 900. My money's there. 850s all here to the $900 here to the $900 I have. Sold them in the back corner, 850, and that is buyer number 127. Stephen. El Goryaga. Stephen, it's easy. Stephen. I say their names in Portuguese. It's you said El Goryaga in Basque, but we say it different in Portuguese. Isn't that right, Armando? All right, so here's Anna Olendahl from Gerlach, Nevada. There you go. Is this the first time I've sold something for you, young lady? No, maybe not. How about her? This is her school college fund, right? Second time. All right. For her. Oh, okay. Usually the second time a woman meets me, they no longer like me anymore. So there you go. Most people, actually. Isn't that right, Armando? Here we go. And having another here, 500. Now have that $500 here in a minute, 550, 600. That's $600 here in a minute, 550 all 600. Now have that's $650 all here in a minute, 50 there, and then 50 there. Now 6 1/4, 6 1/2. That's 675 there, 675, 700. I see you, Pete. 7 1/4, 7 1/2. That's 7 1/2, 750 here in a minute, 75 feet. And you, Freddie, 775. First fire, 775 here in a minute, 75 here. Now $800, $800 here, $800 here in a minute, 8 here, 8 here, Freddie. $800 here, 800, 775, $800 here, 8 quarter, and now a quarter, 8 1/2. Now 850s all here, 25 there, 50 there, 850, 825 there, 50s all here, 850. I have 8 1/4 to Pete Swanson. What's the number? 166. How'd we do? Can you go to college now? I don't know. I sent my son to Pepperdine. That dude didn't pay for 15 minutes. Lot 52, Brett Shepard, Spanish Sport. There we go, Brett Shepard. And having $1 here, and then here we go, there, and then 600. Now half. That's 650s all now, 700 down, 50 there now, 800 here, down now, 850, and now 900. At $900 here, 850s all here, and then 9 here, and then $900 to you. 800. I'm up top now, 850, 900. At $900 here, and then 9, 850, now 9. At 900, I'm way up top now, $900 here, and then 9 here, and then 9 here, and then 850, now 9. At $900 here, going to the bank, even 9, sir. Here, and then 9. 875, and now 900, now 9 1/4. That's how it works. 9 1/4, 9 1/2, 950, 950s all here, and then 2550. That 950s all here, and then 950s all here, and then 50 there, and then 50 there, 2550. I have 9 1/4, 141. Be Freddie. Lot 53, Cheryl Shepard, Spanish Sport, Utah. Again, he's bringing 5. And away we go. I had having $1 600, now half, and now say half 7. That's 700 half. That's 7 1/2, and now 8, sir. And now 8 1/2. That 850s all here, and then 850. Didn't get them. 850s all down below this time. 850 even, John. Now 900. That $900 here, 850 there, and then 900. Here, and then $900 here, and then 850. 900, my money. 850s all here, and then 9 here, and then 950. At $900 here. 9 time to go. At 850s all here, and then 9 here, 9 here, 9 here. Trade him, John Ambran. 850, that's buyer 102. Or we're sticking to that 102 number. I see you got more than one number. Lot 54, Mike and Candy Duff from Blackfoot, Idaho. Lot 54, you're getting 2 of them there. Here we go. And having a dollar here, and then go. And having a dollar here, and then 500, 5.5. At 502, half here, and then 550, 600. And now half, 6.5 and 7. Here, and then here, and then it's ace. 675, 700. That's $7 here, and a quarter. That's 7.25, 7.5 here, and then 50 there, and then 25, 50. That's 725 there, and then 50. Get them on in. That's 750's all here, and then 25, and then half here, and then 750. Going to the bank. 750's all 50, 75, 775 there, and then 50 there, and then 75, 800, sir. At $800 here, and then 75, and then get 800. We go at $800 here. 8. 775 buyer 141. That beat Freddie once again. Lot 55, Riley Ann and Kelton Hare from Santa Quinn, Utah. Riley Ann and Kelton. Lot 55, if you're following along, you're getting 4 of them, guys, and there we go. I had having it here, 600, now half. Let's take it another 10, and then take it at 50. Let's take it another 10, and then 50 now, 700. No, you got to be 700. 700. 750's all here, and then 700 here, and then negative 700. Here we are. Let's take it at 700, thank you, now half. That's 750, 7.25, 750, now 75. That's 775, there, and then 775, what to do? At 800, now quarter, 800, quarter half, 8.5, sir, 825. 50s there, you're both out. 825 there, and then 50 there, 25 there, now 50. 850 going to the bank. 820. You are in, Stephanie. 825 there, and 850's all here, and then 50 there, and then 825, 850. I have 8.25. That's buyer 172. Thank you. 8.25. Lot 56, Allie and Austin Jensen now. They'll come from Santa Quinn, Utah as well. Okay, who's Allie? Who's Allie? Oh, you're not Allie? Allie's the boss. Yeah, Allie's the boss. Okay, the boss is hiding. There we go. And having another here, and then there we go. And here, 600, we're going to go. 600, now half. That's taking another here, and then they're going to get half. That's taking another here, and then they're going to get half. That's taking another here, and then 50 there, and then you're going to get 50. That's $600 here, and then they're going to get half here, and then half. Now 7. And now 7, another to you there, and then 7 here, and then 7 here, 700. 650's all here, and then 700 going to the bank. That's 700 here, and then get them on in. Here we go. That's 700 here, 700. Anybody else here, and then 675, and now 700. And now 700, and now 700, and now $700 here, and then 700 here, and then you get 700, 675, 700. Anybody else? That's $700 here, and then no, sold them 675, buyer 141. $57, Chaos Sheep Outfit, Clear Lake Oaks, California. Chaos Sheep. See, I'll call you when I'm done. Anybody wants to join me and the other Portuguese guy? We're going to drink wine in my wine cellar later today. Both our wives are down south. Well, you got to go to the wine cellar. You know what a Portuguese guy's favorite wine is? I want to go to Pismo. All right, lot 57, guys. Chaos Sheep Company. There you are. 600, now half. Let's take it in 50s all here, and then 7 half here, and then $800 here. You're on already. 8.5. At 8.5. Now 900. You're out again. $900 here, and then 9 half. At $900 here, and then half here, and then been John at 950's all here, and then 900 here, and then I'm up top now. My money's up top. 950 at 900 here, and then 950. Anybody else? You guys need to understand that the bottom row is out. 9.5, 950's all here, and then 900 here, and then 950's all here, and then 9.5. I have up top $900, and that's 193 buyer 193. Shannon. I believe it's Shannon Ranches. Legacy. All right, lot 58, John and John Phillips now. John Phillips with 5. Yeah. Lot 75, Joel Shepard. Here we are. 600, now half. That's taking another $10, and then half. That's taking another $10, and then half. Here, and then taking another half. That's taking another $10, and then half. Here, and then taking another half. I'll go. That's taking another $10, and then quarter there. That's taking another $10, and then quarter there, and then quarter there, and then taking a quarter. That's 600 now. Quarters all here, and then quarter. Get them on in. That's taking another $10, and then quarter there, and then quarter here. Taking a quarter. That's 600 bit. Quarters all here, and then taking a quarter. Anybody else? That's taking another here, boys. They're just young. They've got a lot of room to grow, guys. Right there. 600 now quarter. That's taking. I got 550. You bid me 600. Say thank you. 600. We'll go to 144. 600. Thank you. Save me some air. There you are. 600 now half. That's taking an M50s all here, and then 700 now half. That's 750. 800, sir. 859. 900 to you. 950 feet. Nope. You got to be 950 at the bottom. I mean 1,000. He's 950. You're 1,000. I'm sorry. You got to be 1,050. Now you got to be 10 and a half above him. 10 and a half. $1,000, 10 and a half. That's 10 and a half, here, and then a half. At $1,000 here, and then 10 and a half, and go. At $1,000 here, and then 10.50. Here I am. At $1,000 here, and then 10 and a half. No, he does. 11 here, 10 and a half here, $11 here, and then get 1,100. That's 10 and a half here, $11 all here, and then you get 10 and a half here, $11 high, $11 here, and then 10 and a half, I have. Sold him 10 and a half right there. That's fire. 126 now. 126. We finally got him on the books. Ben Gibson. Lot 78, Joseph Olson, Spanish Fork, Utah. He's bringing 4 of them to town. They're crossbreds. What a good set of crossbreds, too, guys. There you go. And having it here, and then there's a cutter. Now half. That's 850 here now. $700 half here, and then 750. 800. At 800, what are you going to do? $800 here, and then 800. At $800 here, and then 750. 800 money's up top. That's 750's all here, and then 800. We go. At $800 here, and then 750's all. 800. I'm going to go. My money's up there now. $800 here, and then $800 here, and then 800 I have. 750's all here, and then $800 I have here, and then get $800 I have. Calvert, you get them. Buyer 122 at 750. Lot 80. Chaos Sheep Outfit, Clear Lake, Oaks, California. Here we go. I ain't having it here, and then 600. Now half. That's 850. Now $700 half here, and then 800 on half. At 900 here, and 9 here, and then 9 here. Now 75, and now 9, and now quarter. At 900 a quarter is all here, and then 900 a quarter. At $900 here, and then quarter is all here, and then quarter. My money. At $900 here, and then quarter there, and then 900 a quarter. At 900 here, the quarter is all here, and then 900 a quarter. At 900 bid, quarter is all here, and then 900 quarter. All in, all done. At 900. Quarter there, 9 quarters all here, 900 quarter. I have. Hold them 900. Where's that? Call us still. 130. Lot 81, Mike Mann. There we go. Onto the composite range Rams now in this round. There you go. Be the only one of them. There you are. And having another here, and then here, 600. Now half. That's taking another here, and then 50 there, and then 700. That's taking it in 50s all here, and then $7 here, and then 700 where? That's taking it in 50s all here, and then $7 here we are. That's taking it in 50s all, 700. We go. That's $700 here. 7 here, $7 here we are. That's taking it in 50s all, 700 we go. Here, going to the bank. That's taking it in 50s all here. $700 here, $700 I have. That's $700 here. Taking it in 50s all here, $700. No, just in time. And now 750. And now 750s all here, 750. What are you gonna do? That's 750s all here, 750. I go here. 750. I have sold him 701.08. Be Mr. Cole Baki. All right, now we get a Suffolk now. We're on to the Suffolk's Joel Shepard, Maroney, Utah. And away we go. And have it here in the minute, 6.5. That's taking it in 50s all here in the minute, 50 there in the minute, 700. You got to be 750. $800 here. 850. 850s all here in the minute, 900. And $900 here in the minute, 850. You got 950. And 950s all here in the minute, 950. $1,000. And $1,000 here. $1,000 at $950 all here. $1,000. Hold on. At $1,000 here. $50 all here. $1,000. Anybody else? At $950 all here. $1,000 here. $1,000 I sold them right here. $950. That's $148. Amy Livestock. Lot 83. Corey Withers, Delta, Utah. 3 of them. And away we go there in the here, 600. Now half. That's taking another taking it in 50s all here. Taking another half. Now 7. And now $7. Do you? That's taking it in 50s all here. $7 here. 700. We go. That's taking it in 50s all here. 700. Going to the bank. That's $700 here. Taking it in 50s all here. 700. We go. That's 750 there. There now 50. 7 1/4. 7 1/2. And you're both out, gentlemen. 775. And you're still both out. 775 there. And then 50 there. And then 75. 775 there. And then 775 going to the bank here. And then 775. 5. Sold them 7.5 feet. You get them. It's 168. Lot 84, Blair and Gina Sumi from Lincoln, California. And have a minute here to go. And lot 84 you'll like at 600 now half. That's taking another here and then a half. 7 here and then a down 700. That's $7 here and then taking it in 50s all here and then 700 and where? That's $700 here and then taking it in 50s all 700. Somebody. That's $700 here and then taking it in 675 and now 700, ma'am. And now 7 1/4. That's 7.5. 750, ma'am. That's 775 there and then 750s all here and then 75. Do it. That's 750s all here and then 75 there. 75 and then 75 and then 75 5. 750 there now. 75 5. Mrs. Reyes, that be you again. 750. That's buyer 181. $85. Amanda Olson from Spanish Fork, Utah. And away we go there. And then 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here. And then 50 there. And then 50 here. And then taking it in 50. That's taking $1 here. And then half here. And then 50 there. And then 700 to you. That's $700 here. And then 50 there. And then 700. Somebody. That's taking it in 50s all here. And then 675. 700. That's 700 here. And then 7 1/4. And now 1/4 half. And now 7 1/4 all here. And then a half here. And then 1/4 half. What are you going to do? That's 7 1/4 all here. And then a half here. And then 1/4 That's 725 there. And then go over here. My buddy's over here now. 1/4 half here. And then 7.5. I have here. And then half. I go. Ready. 7 1/4. Buyer 141. Lot 86. Matt Olson from Spanish Fork, Utah. There we go, guys. Again, what a good set of growthy bucks. Got a good life ahead of them on these bucks, guys. You're going to get a lot of seasons out of them. There you are. 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here and then half. That's taking $1 here and then half. 7. And now $700 here and then taking it in 50. 700. Where? That's $700 here and then 700. Wake up here. That's $700 here and then 675. Hadn't thought. 700. That's 700 of you. You got to be 700. And now a quarter down below. 7.5. And now 7.5. Oh, you're right in my line of sight. 7.5. 7.25. 7.5. That's 7.5. Here to the end and a half. That's 7.5. Here to the end and a quarter. All money's down below. That's 7.5. Here to the yours all here to the 7.5. Hold on. That's 7.5. Here to the here to the 7.5. I have sold him 7.25 going down. Give him to buyer 144. Juregi. You tell me how to say it once. If I could say it, I'll say it. There's a few I've been reluctant over the years. Lot 87, Brady Olson from Santa Quin, Utah. They had having another 600. Next half. Let's take another haven't done. Let's take it in 50s all now 75. Let's take it in 50s all here to the 50 now 75. Let's take it in 75 and now 700. And now 700 to get there. And then take it in 75 and 700 gone. That's $7 here. Take it in 75, 700 and where? That's $700 here going to the bank here. $7 here. 700 I have. 675, 700 he did just in time. Quarter. That's 700 and a quarter. All here. There got to be a quarter now. Yes or no? Is that a yes? 7.25, half. 7.5. 7.5. Going here a minute. 75. 750, 75. They're going to 50. They're going to 75. I have 750. Freddie, buyer 141. Lot 88. Reed Shepard from Moroni, Utah. There we go. I am having it here to the 600. Now half. That's taking another here. Taking it at 50. That's taking another here to the half. Here to the second and a half. That's 6 half 7. And now 7 and another here. I'm up top now. If we saw if we're together. 700. 6.5. Here to the 700 and go. That's taking it at 50. All here to the 700. 700. Anybody else? I'm up top. You want to bid 7? That's 700 here to the you bid 7, sir. Now half. Is that a quarter? 7, sir. Now half. Is that a quarter? Now half. 7.5. 7.25. 7.5. Here to the quarters all here half. That's 7.25 all here to the half. Here to the half. That's 7. And now 7.75. And now 7.50s all here. 75. Here to the 50. 75. That's 7.50s all here to the 75. I have. Stephanie, you're the winner. 750 buyer 172. Lot 89, Cole Estelle. Cole Estelle, lot 89. There you are. 600. Now half. That's taking another here and then half. That's taking another here now half. Here and then taking it now half. That's taking now 7. And now $7 here and then taking it in 50s all here and then 700 and where? That's taking it in 50s here and then $7. Anybody? That's $7 here and then taking it in 50s all here and then 700 and where? That's $7 here and then taking it in 50s here and then 700. I go. You are in. That's taking it in 50. That's $7 here. $7 here, taking it in 50 here, $700 all go. That's $700 here, $700 here, and now 750. Now you're not. 800. And now 800. And now $800 in your man's out. At $800 here, $750 up there. Buyer 127. Steve. If you came to buy some bucks, guys, we are getting down to, the last 20%, I would think. So lot 90, guys, you're only going to get 2. It'll say 3 in your book. You're only going to get 2. These are Corey Withers from Delta, Utah. There you are. 600 now half. 600 you now half. That's taking it in 50s all here and then 50. That's taking it all here and then 50s all here and then half. That's taking it all here and then half here and then half. Now 7 and now 7 here and then 75 7 and a quarter here and then 7 and a half. That's 7 and a half here and then 775. That's 775 there. 75 and then 75 and then 75 and then 75 and then 800. 800 a quarter. And 800 a quarter is all here. 800 a quarter. That 800 a quarter is all here. Then you go there. 800 a quarter. That 800 a quarter all in. I'll go here. 800 a quarter is all here. 800 a quarter. I have. Pete, you get them. 800, 168. You're rutty. I'd like to. Portuguese joke number 2. Portuguese. This guy walks into a bar and he sits down, he orders a drink, and he looks at the bartender. He goes, "Hey, bartender, you want to hear a good Portuguese joke?" And the bartender goes, "I sure do, but before you tell that joke, there's a few things you need to understand." He goes, "You see that little guy shooting pool over there?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "That's the middleweight boxing champion of the world, and he's Portuguese. You see the big guy at the end of the bar, weighs over 300 pounds. He plays offensive tackle for the Detroit Lions, and he's Portuguese. And guess what? I own this bar, and I'm Portuguese. Do you still want to tell that joke?" He goes, "No, I don't want to explain it 3 times." All right. Here we go. How many dollars here? And how many dollars here? And then here to go. Who do I have here? I got 91. I got Anna Olendahl. Oh, there we are. 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here and then a half. That's taking $1 here and then a half here. That's taking $1 here and a half. I got you at 6. You got to be the half. That's taking $1 here and then a half. That's taking $1 here and then a half and go. That's taking it in 50. Get them on in. That's taking $1 here. Money's down. And a half here and then a half. 7. And now 75 to you. 675. You started it. 700. That's $7 here and a quarter. That's 7 and a half. That's 7 and a half. 775. That's 775 there and then 50 there and then 75 and go. That's 750's all here and then 775. All in, all done. That's 775 there and then 775. I have. Cole, you get them. 750. Cole Baki. Lot 93 is going to be Mike and Candy Duff. Blackfoot, Idaho. 3, Rains Rand. And away we go. Lot 93. 600. Now half. Add 600 you. Half. That's taking $1 here and then half. That's taking $1 half here and then it's taking it in 50. That's taking $1 here and then half here and then it's taking $1 here and then half and go. That's taking $1. Half. Hold on. That's it down. You bidding up there? Now 7. I got 6 bid ahead of you. 500 won't work. 6 and a half. That's taking $1 here and then half here and then it's taking $1 here now half. I go. Albert, you get them. Buyer 1, 22, 600. They can't take too long. The jokes only start getting adult from here. I've told about all the clean ones I know. For those of you that don't know, you guys have a great new resource in Sacramento. This area elected this beautiful young Republican girl to California State Senate. And we're very fortunate to have her. She's already gotten yelled at by the Democrats for being too tough. But if you knew her mother, she's just like her mother. And she happens to be my daughter. So don't be afraid I've told them, don't be afraid to use her as a resource. She is looking at the overtime issues on the farms and the dairy, and you guys have a bigger issue with how you pay than anybody probably in the state of California. So don't be afraid to use her as a resource. She's supposed to come out here and say hello, but I haven't seen her yet, and I know we're getting close to the end. So just let you guys know that. She's a lot smarter than her father. There you go. Here we go. Chaos Sheep Company now. Here we go. Lot 94. And having it here in the net here, 600. Now half. That's taking it in 50s all 700. That's 7.5 here in the net here at 800. 800 half. 800 half. 900 here. 900 here. 950. At 950s all here in the net 950. At 950s your return. At 950. You're both out, gentlemen. 950s all. How about a quarter? Does that help you? 9 1/4. 9 1/4. 9.5. He did it to you. 9 1/4, 9.5, 9 1/4, 9.5. At 9 1/4 is all here in the 950. At 9 quarters all here in the 9.5. Here in the quarter here in the 9.5. At 9.5 here in the quarters all here in the 9.5. I have sold him. You buy him 9 1/4. 193. 193. Legacy Ranches. Yeah, they bought several. All right, we are looking at lot 95 now, and it's John Phillips from Idaho. There you go. 600, now half, and now half, here in the 50, there in the 700 half, that's 7.5, 800 half, 9, at $900 here, 9 half, at 9, you got to be a half thousand, at 9, now you're both out, $1,000, I got new money on, 950 there in the $1,000 here, at 950's all here in the $1,000, both out, gentlemen, $1,000 here in the He's all here in the $1,000 going to the bank. At $1,000 here in the 950's all $1,000 where? At $1,000 here in the $1,000 here in the $1,000 I have 950 $1,000 I have 950 and that's going to be buyer 131. Lot 96, Kurt and Carol Heipel, Donut, California, 600, now half. That's $600 here, and then a second and a half. That's $600 here, and then a second and a half here. You got to be 7, Freddie. He beat you. 75, 7, 700 a quarter, 7.5, 7.5, 75, 775 there, and then 75, 800, $800 here, and then an 8 quarter, 800 a quarters all here, and then a quarter, at 8 quarters, 8.5 here, and then 50, there, and then 50, 850, 850, 75, 875, 900, at $900 here, and then 900. 9 quarter at 950 at 950's all here 2550 there at 925 there 950 there 950 we have at 925 950 I have sir you're the winner at 9 1/4 that's buyer 147 at 9 1/4 Ed Lopez. Lot 97 now is Joseph Olson from Spanish Fork. Here you are. There's 4 of them. I ain't having $1 here, and then here you go. I ain't having $1 here, and then here 600. Now half. That's 850's all here, and then 50 there, and then 7 here, 750, 7 1/4, 7.5, 7.5, 7 1/4 half here, and then 50 there, and then 25, 50. That's 750's all. Anybody else? That's 725 there, and then 50 there, and then 750 going to bank. And now 775. That 50 there, and then 75 to move out again. That's 750 there, and then 75 there, and then 50 there. 75 there, 775, hold on. That's 750's all here, 775 I have. Ready, 750, buyer 141. Jim Stavros. Are you coming? Yeah. You're close. You got cheats. What do they want to see? Probably. I think we'll be out. Well, no. Have it there to go. And Jim Stavros, 600, now half. That's $800 here, you're in. Half, 7. That's 7, now you're not. Half, 8, half, 8.5, 8.5. That 8.5, 8.5 here. I got 8 here, 8.5 here. Even, is that a yes? Now 9. That 9.5. That 9.5 here, 9.5. That $900 here, 9 here, 9.5. That $900 here, 9 here, 9.5 I have. $900 right there. Lot buyer 148. Amy Sheet Company. Lot 103. Matt Olson. And Howard Hammond, and then they're going to go and Howard here, 600. Now half. That's taking it in 50 all here, and then 700. That's taking it in 50 all here, and then $7 here, and then $700. Where? That's taking it in 50 all here, and then 700. We go. And now $700 here, taking it in 50 all here, and then 700. Somebody, 750. I got Pete. That's where I'm at. 750. That's 750 all here, and then $7 here, and then 50. I'll go. That's $700 here, 7.5 here, and then 750. I have. Pete, you get those 700. Swanson. Lot 104 is Brady Olson from Samaquin. Ed Howard Hammond, and then here to go. And Hammond $1 here, and then here 600. Now half. That's $600 this year. Now half. That's $600 here, and then here, and then 50 there, and then 700. That's $700 here, and then 650 here, and then 700 where? That's $700 here, and then 650, 700. All in, all done. That's $700 here. 675. I never thought. That's 700. And now 7 1/4. Your turn again. 7 1/4. One more time. 7 1/4. 7 1/4. All here, and then 1/4. We're almost out of them. If you really need them, I mean, what's $25 more? 7 1/4. 7 1/4. All here, and then 725. That's 7 1/4. All here, and then 7 1/4. I have lot 159 for 700. Lot 106, here comes Anna. And Howard Hammond, and then here to go. And Hammond $1. Boy, you're hanging in there like a trooper, aren't you, little bit? And Hammond $1 here, and then 600. Now half. 600 you half where? That's taking $1 here, and then half here, and then taking it in 50. That's taking $1 here. Anybody else? That's $600 here, and then you can have. Hold on. That's $600 here, and then taking a half. I have. Last call. 6 1/4 half. 75. 700. Quarter. 7.5. 75. 750 there, and then 75 there, and then 775. I have. Pete, you get them. 750. So once in. John Phillips, guys. Again, I can't reiterate enough. I don't think there's maybe 10 drafts left at the most, maybe 15. But there you go. John Phillips coming up. You got it. And having $1 here, and then here to go. And here 600. Now half. That's 850 all here. Now 7. That's 700 here, and then half. That's 7.5 here, and 800. At 800. Now half. At 800. You got to be the half. You now 900. I got 3 players. And now $900 here, and then 900. At 8.5 here, and then 909. At $900 here. We're about out of them, guys. Here's a good set of bucks. At $900 here, and 8.5 here, and then 9 here. Going to the bank. 850 all here, and then 9 here, and then 9 here, and then 999. I have $900 I have. 850. Sell them. Buyer 159. Buyer 159. Be Johns again, guys. 5 of them. Okay, same way, guys. Gonna be John Phillips. There you are. I ain't having another here to get them. I ain't having another here to get here. 600 now half. That's 650, 750, 850, 850 here, 850 there, down 900 here, 900 here, 950. At 950, my money's here. 950. At 950's all here. 950. At $900 here. 950's all here. 950. All done. At 950. Now $1,000, Philip. $1,000. At $1,000 here, 1,050. At 1050's all here, 1050 done here. At 1050's all here, 1050. I have Philip Esnos for 1,000. Buyer 129. Lot 109, Kurt and Carol Heupel from Weldona, California, or Colorado, excuse me. Colorado. There we go. I ain't having another here, and then 600. Now half. That's taking another here, and then taking another here to do it. Thank you. Now half. That's taking another here, and then half 7. And now half here, and then 7.25 half. That's 7.5 here, and then 75. That's 775 there, and then 800. At 800 here, quarter half. At 8.5, and you're both out now. 8.25, 8.5 here, and then I'm below you now. I got 8.25, 8.5. 850's all here, and then 25 there, and then 50 there, and then 850. I 8.25, 50. I have. Pete, you get them, Swanson, 8.25. Lot 110, Joseph Olson, Spanish Fork. There we are. We're getting, guys, we are getting down low to the end now. 600, now half. That's taking $1 here, and half, 7. And now $7 here, and then $7.5. That's $7 here, and then half here, and then $7.5. That's 700 here, half where? Here, and then $7.5. That's 700 bids a half here, and then half and go. That's 700 here, now half, all done here, 7.5. That's 700 here, give a half, all here, 7.5, all done. That's 700 here, quarter, half, 7.5. 7.5. 7.5, 7.25, 7.5 here, and then a half here, half. Ready, you get them. 7.25. Buyer 141. Anna Odendahl now. Are you still awake? My goodness. How tough are you? There you go. 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here, and then 600 half. That's taking $1 here, and then taking a half. That you bid 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here, and then half. 700, sir. That's $7 here, and then taking it 50 there, and then 700 done. That's $700 here, and then all here, and then 700 and go. That's taking it 50 all here, and then $700 here. You feel something coming on, Freddie? 75, 700 down below. No, 675, 700, $700 here, and then 675, and then $700 all here we go, 700 I have. Buyer 141, 675. $116. John Phillips. Here we go. I had having $1 here, and then 600. Now half. Let's take it here. Now half, 7 here, and then half here, and then half here at 800. 800 half here, 8 half, 900, 9 half, 9 half here, 9.5. At 9, I got 9 over here. 9.5, and you're both out, gentlemen. 9 half. At $900 here, 9.5. Would a quarter help you? At 9 quarters all here, 9.25. You're out here, Pete. At 9.25 all here, 9.25. 9.25. $900, Philip Esnos. President Esnos. Royalty. Lot 117 now is going to be Joseph Olson now. You bet. Thick, good set of bucks here, guys. And lot 117. I had how many dollars here to go. 600. Now half. Now you got to be seven. Half. Seven half. Eight. I got to go eight. First man. Eight half. Eight and a half. Eight and a half. You're eight. You are 8.25. Then I'll do that. 8.25 is all here. 800.25. Half. 850. 75. 850. 75. 50. 75 and done. 850 is all here. 75. 75 and go. 850 is all here. 875. I have. 850. You get them up top. Buyer 104. Yeah. Brewer. Lot 119. Lot 119 now, John Phillips. Here we go. 600. Now half. That's taking another half here. Seven. 7.5. That's 7.5. 800 half. 800 half. Half here. 900 half. That $900 here. 9.5. And you're both out. That 950. What are you going to do, gentlemen? That 950 here. Here. 950. That $900 here. Half here. 950. Anybody else? That 950 is all here. 950 there. 950. I have. Philip, once again, $900. Thank you. S-No. I didn't get any of Esnos Jr.'s money. Remember when I called you Esnos Jr.? Now he's Esnos Jr. Same bank account? All right, lot 120. Here we go, John Phillips. 700. We'll go the hard way. Half. 7.5. 800. 800 half. 8 half here. Half. 9. That $900 here. That nine. What do you think, Junior? That $900 here. 9. 8.5 here. $900 do it. That 8.5 here. $900 where? That 9 here. 9 here. $900. Hold on. 8.5 here. 9 here. 9 going to the bank and it won't be back. 900. I have. 850. Lot. Buyer 131. Buyer 131. Lot 134, and then we're going to go back to 121, but we'll do that. Blair and Gina Sumi of Lincoln, California. And there we go. And you're only going to get one of them. Give 600. You only need one. There's the one you want. 600. Thank you. Now half. That's taking $1 here and then half. That's taking another half. 7. That's $700 here and then $700 here. That's $700 here now. 700. That's taking it in 50s all here and then 700 and done. That's $700 here and then taking it in 50 there and then 750. 750. $800. $800 here and then 750s all here and then 800 here. That's 750s all here and then $800 here. They're going to get $800 time. 750 the Reyes's. 750 the Reyes. Lot 122, John Olson from 121. Never mind. 121 is Brady Olson from Santa Quinn. Brady Olson from Santa Quinn. Here we go. 5 of them now. You're going to get 5. And half $1 here, and then 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here, and then half here, and then 50. Now 700. That's $700 here. 50s all here, and then 700 where? That's taking it in 50s all, and 700 here. That's 700 here. 700. Anybody? That's taking it in 50s all here, and then 700 in. All done. That's taking it in 50s all here. 700 here. 700 and a half. 650s all here. 650 buyer 159. Oh, what? Lot 122, John Olson, Spanish Fork, Utah. John Olson. Here we go. Two of them now. There you go. I ain't having another here. And then they're going to go there. 600. Now half. That's 600 you. Half. Let's take it in 50s all here. And then it could be there. And then 700, sir. And now 7.5. Can't see it. 7.5. That's 7.5 here. And then 7.5. That's 7. How about a quarters? That help you? That's 7.25 all here. And then 7.25. And then get on quarter now. Quarter now. Quarter. Albert, you get them. Buyer 122 for 700. Lot 123, Corey Withers. Back. I'm just waiting. That was my wife. Well, lot 123 is Corey Withers from Utah. There we go. And having another 600. Now half. That's $600 here and half. Here, 6 is you. Now half. That's 650 all here and then 650. That's 650. 700. That's 750 here. 750. And now 800. At 850 here and then 850 feet. 900. That's $900 here and then 9 here. 850. 900. That's $900 here and then 9 here. 850 all here and then 909. 850 Pete Girardi. All right, so lot, now I'm lost. 124, David Hansen, lot 124, David Hansen. Here we go. I ain't having another taken in the minute. We're about out of them now, too. 600, now half. That's taking another taken in the minute half. That's taking another taken in the minute, taking another half here in the minute 600, now half. That's taking another taken in the go. That's taking another taken in the minute 50 there and then taking and a half. That's 600, bid a half all taking another taken in the minute half. 7, and now $700 taken in the minute 780, buddy. That's taking it in 50s all here and then $700 taking 700, all done. That's taking it in 50s all here and then 700 and a half. Pete Girardi, 650. Pete Girardi. Lot 125, Mike Cox, Fairview. And away we go. There to go. And having $1 here and give 700. You got to be half. Quarter. Half. 75. 8. Quarter. 8 and a quarter. Half. 75. 9. Now you're both out. Take that. $900. At $900 here and then 9. Now quarter. At take that. Quarter. Half. 975. $1,000. $1,000 here and then 975. There and then $1,000. At $1,000 to anybody else here and then 1,000. I have Pete Girardi. 975 to Pete Girardi. Mike Man, New Kuyama. Here we go. And having $1 here and then here to give. And having here 600. Now half. That's taking $1 here and then half. 50 there and then 75. 675. 700. Now quarter. Here to the 7 1/4. 7 1/2. That's 7 1/2. Here to the quarters here. Half there. 7 1/4. 7 1/2. Come on around here, little girl. That's 7 1/4. All here. 7.5 here, and then go here and a half. 7.5. My money. 7. Don't go away, Pete. I'm going to introduce you to a new assembly person. 7.5. I have 7.25. 7.25. Buyer 159. Alexander, we're about done, so I'm going to call you. You can visit later. So she had an event before this, but I don't even know. But make sure you guys get to talk to this. This is our new state assembly person, Alexander Macedo. She is my daughter, and she is a very, very pro-ag candidate. And I promise you, she is working on all our issues that we have with ag. Again, I stated earlier, starting with our overtime issues on the farm and on these dairies, and she's even entered into your issues, which is the sheep herder hours that have just absolutely crippled the sheep industry in California. But we would love to, if you'd love to speak with her, she's a great resource, and we're glad she could join us here for a second. So, and she's my favorite girl, by the way. Her mom's not even in the top 10. Don't you ever tell her I said that. Yeah. Well, once the water's over your head, it's all deep anyway. Here we go. What lot are we on? Lot 129, right? They were like 675 or 7.25 to 159, wasn't it? Yeah, 7.25 to 159. All right. So here we go. Chaos Sheep Outfit, Clear Lake. And having $1 here, and then here to go. And having $1 here, and then here to get here. 700, 800, at 800, 8.5, now 9. At $900 here, and then it got to be 9. 8.5, 875, and now 9. And now $900 here, and then 9 and go. At $900 here, 875, 900 and where? At 875 there. Okay, got to be 900. It takes 900 to buy him. He's not his sheep. 900. 900, 875 there, and then $900 here, and then 900. You got to be 900 to buy them. Says no. 131, 900. Lot 130. 4 crossbred range rams. Here we go. And how many dollars here, and then here we go. And how many dollars here, and then 600. Now half. That's $600 here, and then half. And then 650. That's $600 here, and then half. Here, and then $600 here. Now half. That's $600 here. Half here, and then $600 anybody. Now half. That's $600 here. Half here, and then $600 anybody. We go. That's $600 here. There's only 2 pins left. Somebody give me $600 on this set of bucks. $600. $600 here. $600 anybody. Going to take $600 to buy them. We're at the end of the sale. Somebody want to give $600 for them? I take $600 to buy them, Freddie. We're at the end, so I'm just being. Says no. 600. Just put them on 110. So, lot 131, David Hansen, Fairview, Utah, 2 crossbred range rams, guys. This is the last 2 of the sale. Somebody give me $10,000 a piece. Thank you, Pete. Here we go. 800, 900, at $800 here, and then 9,000, at $1,000 here, 1,100 and where? At $1,000 here, 1,112, at $1,200 here, and then 1,300, at $1,300 here, and then 12.5, 1,300, now half, 1,400, now half, 1,500. He's in your 15 and a half, 1,600. $1,600 here, 15 and a half here, and then 1,600, all done. That's $1,600 here, and then 1,800, half. Says you can have them, 1,800 right over there. 165, Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the sale. We thank you for another year. We know how tough it is to continue to do agriculture in California. So we appreciate all of those that stick it out, like myself, now going on 4 generations of farming and cattle. And I'm sure that the rest of you are like that. We don't do something to change it. They'll continue to dictate how we do it. So thank you for your participation, and God bless you all.